Good morning. This is Stu. It is Sunday morning, early, about 7:30. I'm at home, and it's February 23rd, Sunday, very early in the morning. I got a letter, an email actually, last night from Leslie Klein Picken, and she is a member of the Madison High School class of '71, which I am also. You may know me from the newsletter that I write if you're a Madison alumni member. But the letter I got from Leslie got me to thinking that I want to get out a video. I've been wanting to do this. I've been writing a newsletter for, geez, on and off for like 30 years, and I've seen a lot of classmates pass away. A couple of them, most notably, was Jesse McCauley, who I was searching for the newsletter for the class of '71, Madison High School, Ohio, and I missed him by about a month. He passed away. He was a victim of Agent Orange from Vietnam. And by the time I found him, and I did a search for a lot of classmates, still searching for some, but not as enthusiastically as I used to do. And I missed him by about a month when I found his parents down. I believe the city was Topsail, North Carolina. And if I tried a little bit harder, maybe I would have found him a little earlier, but it didn't happen. And then I found Dave Rand from our class, down somewhere near Akron, as I recall, Akron, Ohio. And while I never talked to him personally, I did talk, I believe it was with his mother, or maybe his sister, or both, maybe. It's been a long time ago now. And I was searching for him for the Madison High School class of '71 30th reunion. And Dave had schizophrenia and was struggling. And he actually passed away after I located him and before the 30th reunion, as I recall. And so I've been reporting a lot of classmates' deaths, and I always thought, well, it's not going to be difficult to report my own. In fact, maybe impossible. But anyway, going back to the letter from Leslie, she seems to be concerned about my condition, and I've let it be known, my condition, and my condition is good, but I'm getting ahead of the story here. I've felt it necessary sort of to share this because I've shared the stories of others, and also I've been confided in from a lot of classmates. Stories I never told because they asked it not to be told. But yet they confided in me because I reached out to try to find them, to locate them, to get them in the directory for the class of '71 directory, if you will. So I kind of want to lay this out here this morning. The letter from Leslie, I replied to her late last night, pretty much in length, I think. And so I kind of wanted to just kind of follow up with that, so to speak. And so she was concerned about my condition. First off, let me tell you, my condition is fine. I've had tests that tell me my condition is not fine, and I wouldn't know I have an issue if they weren't telling me I have an issue. So just let me go over that. I want to just kind of take you on a journey here I think it'll be interesting, maybe even fun in a perverse sort of way. I About a year ago, while teaching fifth grade mathematics, one day I was urinating blood actually, and I followed that up, and the journey took me through a cystoscopy, which, guys, hey, that's really fun. If you've never had a cystoscopy, you'll want to do one of those recreationally. Trust me on this. Oh, you'll love it. You will love it. So anyway, we followed up with that. So anyway, recently I ended up finding that from a CT scan that I had enlarged lymph nodes in my abdomen. So that led me to the cancer center at Hillcrest Hospital out in Mayfield Heights. So, the cancer center is not anywhere you want to be, but sometimes this may become necessary. So that led me out there. The doctors seemed fine in letting us go for like 3 months and see how those lymph nodes progress. In the meantime, he ordered a CT scan of the chest to make sure. And so we did a CT scan of the chest, and turns out the lymph nodes there were also enlarged. So now he became less comfortable in letting me wait 3 months or 3 months to see how this progresses. So he ordered a PET scan. So, and I had that within about a week, which was about a week and a half ago now. So, the PET scan was difficult from the beginning in that quite frankly, I had a hard time getting the cat into the car. But then Vicki explained to me that you don't need to take the family pet with you when you're getting a PET scan. So I left the cat alone, and we got in the car and drove to Hillcrest Hospital, had the PET scan. There were some active areas that the scan showed that included bone marrow, and they found, I believe it was 2 areas of growth on my lungs. So, so now we've ordered a bone marrow biopsy on Monday. So this is the day before that. So tomorrow I'm having a bone marrow biopsy. They go through the hip. And I don't know if they go through the hip normally to do that, or if that's where all the activity shows. To be honest, I've not read much about this. Vicki has read some for sure, and sometimes I just feel more comfortable knowing a minimum. I pretty much have to trust the doctors with this. I've not gotten a lot of personal experience in oncology myself, so I have to trust their experience really. So, and I do, I guess. So, so that's kind of where we're at. Again, to review, I'm having no symptoms. They ask me, am I in pain? The short answer to that is no, I'm not. Have I lost any weight? Regrettably, no. That's I guess that's not funny. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's funny. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not having any symptoms. Yesterday, I walked for 4 miles to the Rock Creek Library and back. Something I've done over many years. Now that I'm no longer doing long distance running. So that's kind of where the health thing is. So it takes me back to Leslie's letter last night. she was concerned, and I don't want to tell you that I'm not concerned, but there's a lot of unanswered questions here that I guess is part of this journey, if I can use the word journey to describe this. I mean, they found through this testing, they also found a tumor on my kidney, which we did a follow-up CT scan after 3 months, and that actually shrank. And that was the good news. The bad news was they found the enlarged lymph nodes at that point. So that's kind of where we're at. I feel fine, and everything is good right now. But I do want to sort of just, there's just so many questions, why kidney and lung masses, and why did the kidney mass go away, and, the questions I think my family's asking is, why isn't, if I'm sick, why am I not in pain? Why do I have no symptoms? I sort of equated this last night in the letter I wrote Leslie to remember when Geraldo Rivera went through the pyramid, and they found a secret empty room, and they broke into it, and they did this on live TV, and they found nothing, which was really anticlimactic. Now, I'd like to think if I take you on this journey with me and we find nothing, that won't be anticlimactic. That will be a good thing. So, I guess it remains to be seen. I do know that the doctors are not saying to me, Mr. Smith, it's going to be okay. You'll be, you're going to be fine. Of course, I guess they can't do that anyway, because that would be, they're not even telling me there's a good chance everything's going to be fine and normal. They're not saying that. But as you can see, I'm taking it well, and the uncertainty is sort of a rush, really. It's sort of I guess a rush would be one way of putting it. There's some nervous energy here for sure, and I always try to maintain my sense of humor. But so we shall see. I'm trying to think what else I commented on to Leslie last night. I guess that's pretty much it. So I'm going to have that biopsy tomorrow, and as long as I'm feeling good and everything, I think I'll sort of continue with this. At first I was going to not say anything to a lot of people, and then because of the newsletter and everything, and because of, class of 71 now is about 67 years old, and we're going through a lot of stuff, as a class, most of our parents are gone, and so I just kind of want to share this, partly because I know a lot of you out there are suffering health issues and things like that. And I just kind of want to know everybody to know that if you are unfortunate enough to be suffering through some issues, that you're not alone. Yeah, you're not alone for sure. So I've been sharing this experience with everybody. I hope to do more of these videos, and also I want to I want to do a few videos maybe with classmates. You have probably seen some of my videos from the wagon wheel in Madison, revolving around our class reunions and the all class reunions, what we call wheel night, every year. So that's kind of where I'm at here. I could ramble on and on. I'm good at that, actually. But hopefully stay tuned for more misadventures, and we'll kind of see how this goes. And if any of you want to would like to be interviewed by me, and I hesitate to say this, but I have to be realistic. I want to do some of these things while I'm feeling well, and while I have time to do them. This may seem a little dramatic, and maybe it is, but I just feel that it's necessary. Based on the publication of that newsletter and all that. So again, if any of you would like to get a hold of me to do a Skype interview, and I could publish it on my YouTube channel, that would be fun. We could do that, and we can do it video or audio, and add to the collection of interview videos I have on YouTube from the class of 71 and other. You don't have to be in the class of 71. If you're a Madison alumni, I guess, hell, anybody really. I mean, if you'd like to be interviewed, that would be fun. I like talking to people, that sort of thing. So, anyway, I will probably be getting ready to go to church here directly, and hope to have another video out maybe after this biopsy to let you know how that goes. So, all right, shout out to Madison High School class of 71, all Madison alumni, anybody I know, any and everybody I know. If you happen to come across this video, hello, and talk to you again real soon. Take care.